Audiobook Academy Biography presents Ferdinand Porsche. Porsche was established in 1931 by Ferdinand Porsche. With his son, he helped to develop the original concepts for Volkswagen in the early 1920s, overseeing the Mercedes compressor car's development. Ferdinand Porsche, the father of the Porsche sports car, showed an early interest in science and technology, particularly electricity. From the late 1800s until 1931, when he established his own company, Porsche worked as a successful automotive engineer. In 1934, Porsche teamed with his son, Ferdinand Anton Ernst Porsche, to develop the earliest drawings for the Volkswagen automobile. Early interest in automobiles. Early in life, Ferdinand Porsche, an Austrian-Hungarian born in Mafferstorf, Bohemia, now the Czech Republic, developed an interest in electricity. In 1893, at the age of 18, Porsche was hired by Bailliager & Company, a Vienna-based electrical firm that would go on to be known as Braun-Boveri. The Imperial Technical University in Reichenberg also accepted him as a part-time student at the same time, now called the Vienna University of Technology. After only a few years at Bailliager & Company, Porsche was elevated from an employee to a managerial position after his employers were fully pleased by his technological abilities. Porsche achieved a great deal in 1897. A wheel hub motor was invented by American inventor Wellington Adams in 1897. He raced his wheel hub motor in Vienna, and he joined the newly formed electric car department at Hofwagenfabrik Jacob Lohner & Company in Vienna, which was part of the Imperial and Royal Army of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. In 1898, he developed the Egger-Lohner electric vehicle C.2 Phaeton, also known as the Egger-Lohner C.2 Phaeton, which he raced in Vienna. As a result of his work on the Lohner Porsche, Hofwagenfabrik Jacob Lohner & Company's newly created non-transmission vehicle at the 1900 World's Fair in Paris, engineering Porsche's prowess was put on public display. Porsche's wheel hub engine was widely praised to his delight. Porsche tested his engine at the Semmering circuit near Vienna in 1900 and won the race. When he was serving in the Army Reserves in 1902, he had the opportunity to drive a car that he had designed, and he went on to drive for Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Engineers at Porsche kept up the good work. The Austro-Daimler business hired him in 1906 after he worked for Lohner for nearly 8 years. As a technical manager and executive board member at Daimler Motorengesellschaft in Stuttgart, Germany, he came there in 1923. He was responsible for directing the creation of the Mercedes compressor automobile as a high point of his tenure there. Porsche was awarded an honorary doctorate by the Imperial Technical University in 1917 for his contributions. For his contributions to art and science, he received the German National Prize in 1937. Establishing a business. It was in April 1931 that Porsche quit Daimler to start his own company, which was called DRSing HCF Porsche GmbH, Konstruktionen und Beratung für Motorradfahrzeuge, according to commercial register papers. Porsche was heavily involved in Adolf Hitler's People's Automobile Initiative in 1934. His son, Ferdinand Anton Ernst Porsche, better known as Ferry, who was born in 1909, helped him develop the earliest concepts for the Volkswagen car during this time period. After then, father and son started working together. Nazi Germany commissioned the production of a heavy tank for the Tiger program from Porsche and his son during World War II. Even though Porsche's sophisticated drive system looked good on paper, it didn't perform well in combat. A rival company, Henschel & Sohn, won the contract to manufacture the Panzer tanks since the original manufacturer was prone to failures and critical design defects. A total of 90 to 100 Porsche Tiger chassis were built, with some of those going on to become Panzerjäger, tank destroyers, dubbed Ferdinand. Using an 88mm anti-tank gun and Krupp's turret, the long-range weapon could eliminate enemy tanks before they could get within effective firing range. For his Nazi sympathies, Porsche was imprisoned for 22 months following the end of World War II in 1945. Ferdinand Anton managed the development of a new racing car for Porsche, the Cisitalia, while he was behind bars. "I would have made it precisely the same," said Porsche, according to reports, when he returned home and told his son about his restoration. In 1950, the Porsche sports automobile was introduced by the father and son duo. Leaving a trace. He was 75 when he passed away on January 30, 1951 in Stuttgart. Zuffenhausen, a suburb of Stuttgart, became home to the Porsche Museum in 2009. Thank you for listening in Audiobook Academy. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button for more content like this. See you in next video.